Hi guys, welcome to another Friday edition of Wine and Chat with the special vendor spotlight for later. I apologize if you hear my phone going off in the background. We are going to get started here, and oh my gosh, Michelle's back. You're back to being the first commenter of the night. Welcome back, Michelle. I'm glad. All right, so in typical Wine and Chat fashion, what's everybody drinking on tonight? It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but you got to tell me what you're drinking. Tonight, I switched it up, and I've got Jameson and Diet Coke. We still got Diet Coke in there. Let's see. Ooh, and Suzanne's here. Hey, Suzanne. And we got Lillian on time. Woo, woo. Hey, Lillian. And, okay, Michelle says she's drinking like bubbly. Is it like bubbly? It's not actually bubbly, like the bubbly drink. It's just like bubbly. Lillian's not drinking, she's driving. I'm very proud of you. I mean, you can have water while you're driving, so that's okay, right? And look, Heidi made it. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, it wasn't like bubbly, it's lime bubbly. Okay. Autocorrect, right? I had to give you a hard time. Okay, so you can still tell me what y'all are drinking on tonight, but I was going to go ahead and get started and talk about one thing before we get started with our vendor spotlight for the night. Sorry, I got distracted by like 3 things happening at once. And then I also got this comment, which I'm assuming is, I'm going to guess this is Valinda. I can't see you tonight, but I'm going to assume it's Valinda because it says Irish pub, and I know y'all are all about your Irish. Ooh, we got somebody new on tonight. Welcome, Rachel. She's got cherry limeade flavored vodka. Ooh, and water. That sounds good. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to go look for it now because that sounds yummy. Okay, so for the only thing I wanted to talk about before we got started, and I have some like additional announcements and like things to talk about after vendor spotlight, but this one I needed to just knock out of the way. Don't forget to buy your class kits. We are coming up on the timeline when they are actually like due, like not due, like they're actually due to be paid for. I know some of you guys are just now joining us, just now signing up, and obviously if you buy your kit or buy your ticket to join us and you're going to take some classes after that date, we do want you to buy those class kits kind of right away. But if you've been signed up for a while, please buy those class kits and get those taken care of so that we can make sure we have all your kits ready and available. You buy them online on our website under the class kits, buy your class kit section. And it will show that they're pending on your account until the expo. And then when you go to your class, you pick them up at your class, at the beginning of your class, and the teacher will hand them out to everybody if there's a class kit in that class. So make sure that you guys are getting those paid for. And if you have any issues, you can't remember your classes or whatever the reason is, you guys can always message me. I try to get back to you guys within that day. Also, if you are in the surprise rag quilt class, wow, it's a tongue twister, and or the chainmail, the shaggy loop chainmail, please make sure you check your email, check your junk folder as well. I will be personally messaging anybody I haven't heard from yet. And then once I get all those folks taken care of, I'm going to announce kind of the changes that had just happened recently and how that might affect everybody else. But I want to get those people taken care of first. Yes, buy those class kit. Okay. That was all I had to talk about beforehand. So, fun vendor spotlight for tonight. We have an awesome company that I actually just announced earlier this week, and she was like all excited and ready and wanted to do Wine and Chat with us to be able to talk to you guys a little bit more about them. So we're going to welcome in Cassandra from Threadcrate. So I'm going to pop her up now. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
I am good. Thank God it's Friday.
Oh, amen. Are you drinking on anything?
Yeah, I decided to have a little bit of hard liquor.
Ooh, yum.
In my cup.
Ooh, she went extra strong.
I know it's been a tough week.
Oh, I feel that. And I like your mug. That was so cute. It's got
Oh, thank
slow stuff.
you. Yeah, this is one of the mugs that we had in one of our earlier subscription box in February.
Ooh, okay. Oh, now she's giving us sneak peeks of things now. Okay, so your company is Threadcrate. Tell us, what is Threadcrate?
So Threadcrate is a garment sewing subscription box that we deliver monthly. We have one for women's, men's, and kids. For the kids box, it's not really items that the kids can sew, but more so garments that you can make for your kids, nieces, cousins, whoever. And
Awesome.
so each month we deliver fabric patterns, the printed pattern, thread, everything that you need to make the garment is inside the box.
Everything.
Everything.
Minus the sewing machine, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's it. Other than that, everything's in the box.
So it's like a class kit in a box, ready to go, and it's a new product, like a new pattern you can get every month.
Yep. So we've done sweaters, we've done rompers, we have done. What did we do last month? We did a swimsuit cover up. We did board shorts. We have done tons of patterns so far.
And that's fun. And then how does it work? Do they have to buy like a whole year subscription? Because they do 1 month at a time?
Yeah, so I have gift subscriptions. So say you want to try it out and you're not sure, you can do a gift subscription that doesn't renew every month, or we have 1 month, we have 3 months, and we have 6 months.
Oh, wow. So it's like very flexible based on people's budgets and what they like want to do, and if they want to just test the waters.
Yep.
That's very cool. Okay, so I want to make sure. So I'm going to pop your website up is up here, and then I'm going to share the screen. And then if you want, see, I clicked the wrong button. If you want, just tell us about your website and kind of how it works here. Okay, can you see that okay?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, awesome. And then you just tell me where to go, and I'll go.
So under the subscribe tab, it's kind of listed by the crates we have. So we have women's, men's, kids, and gift subscriptions. One thing that we do that's a little bit different is, so if you click on women's crate, we have regular crates, which comes with all the fabric, the patterns, everything that you need. But we also throw in things like Alpha rotary cutters, the cup that you just saw. We have all types of little sewing tools or gadgets, and we throw those into the regular crate. So say you're like, oh, I already have enough rotary cutters. I don't need all that. I just want the fabric and the pattern. Then you can subscribe to the mini version, and it doesn't come with all that.
Interesting. So it would just be what you need to make the project, and maybe not all the bells and whistles and the other fun stuff. I mean, I would want the fun stuff if it was me. I mean, who doesn't need an extra rotary cutter lying around? Because mine go missing.
I know. I have 4 because I'm scared they're gonna go dull. I could simply just change the blade, but I'm like, who wants to do that? I just buy a new one.
I think I got at least 4 hanging on my wall right now.
Exactly.
Very cool. Okay, and so you have it for men's as well, and if they want to sew kids patterns as well.
Yeah. So we have a couple of men that currently subscribe, but then we have the ones that sew for their partner or their spouse. And they have the same options as well. So they can get the regular version or they can get the mini version.
That is so neat. And then it has on here past crates. And what's this?
Yeah, so the past crates are some of the crates. I still have to update it. Sorry. But that's some of the past crates that we've had so far. So in May, we gave a sewing planner. It's like an 88-page sewing planner. We had a Sally Tomato wallet kit in there, a magnetic spool pin. And one thing that we do different is like if somebody subscribes to the women's crate and say they want to subscribe to the men's crate, everybody gets something different. So the women's crate gets something totally different than what the men's crate would get as far as like tools and gadgets. So
if you wanted to buy both and you wanted to go all out, you wouldn't necessarily get double dipped on like the fun extras.
Nope. You get something different. You never know what you're going to get.
Oh, that's fun. And you got some like really good company names up here. I recognize quite a few of them.
Yeah. So we've used a lot of patterns from like Made for Mermaids, Rad Patterns, Patterns for Pirates, Wardrobe by Me. So yeah, we have a couple of good ones in there.
That's awesome. Very cool. So
then under crate patterns, you can kind of see, we list the patterns that we have for like September's crate. If you could click that first one, the chocolate notch. Yeah.
Hold on. My computer's slow today. There you
It's
go. Cute.
So I don't know if it brought it up. I don't see it on my end.
Oh, wait, hold on.
There.
Sorry. It did on mine. It just opened a new screen, so I have to re-click it. That's my fault. Right here. Now can you see it?
Yep. So that's the pattern that they're sewing for September. If you do want to subscribe and sew this jacket, the last day is tonight at midnight. So that's one of the jackets that they're sewing for September.
Oh, okay. So you don't necessarily keep them like a secret.
No, we used to. And I found people like to know what they're sewing first. And then, so we have a couple people that just want to keep it a surprise and they don't really care. But a majority, they like to see what they're getting, at least what pattern. I let them see the pattern. I let them see the fabric so they can choose their fabric every month.
Really? Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Was there anything else? I'm sorry. So can you buy a previous month subscription box as well? Like, do you ever have like leftovers or is it just like once that month's done, it's done? You missed out.
I rarely have leftovers. I might have one or two here and there, but usually somebody buys it before I even get a chance to post it on the website.
That's great though.
Yeah.
That's always nice to see, like, you're actually putting out something like patterns and fabrics and notions that people actually want.
Yeah, and then usually every couple months I'll do like a past notion sale. And it's usually for the people that have the mini version and they want to buy some of those past things, but didn't really want the whole full thing. And so we usually sell those. And then we usually sell the fabric and the scraps and all that as well.
Awesome. I love me some scraps.
These are good scraps too.
Anybody has questions for Cassandra as we're going along, y'all can ask them in the comment section, but we'll just keep going. Okay, so for Sew Magical Expo, what are you planning to do? Like, what's your booth going to look like? What are you going to include? Is there going to be anything special?
So I have a couple of things I think I'm going to bring. So I just got a t-shirt designed. And so I'll be bringing that. I had a previous one design. I thought I had one down here, but it basically it's shaped like a sewing machine. And it's on my profile picture. I don't know if anybody.
I know, I've seen it. Yes. I was like, oh, it's so cute. I want that shirt.
Yeah, so I'll be bringing those shirts, but basically it's a bunch of words that describe a sewist and even a quilter. And it's shaped into a sewing machine. So that will be one of the shirts I bring. And then I have a newly designed shirt that I'll be bringing. Plus, I'll have many versions of the crates. And the other stuff is a secret.
Ooh, oh, we got secret stuff. Oh, I like secrets. That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to have a very full booth, it sounds like, at least then.
Definitely, definitely.
Very cool. And then, okay, so are you going to do anything besides the secret stuff? Do you have anything like else extra special planned for the booth maybe? Or is it just like the secret stuff we can't know about yet?
It's secret. It's secret.
Ooh, see? Like you get in the comments, she's like, ooh, secrets.
Secrets.
You're gonna get a lot of the intrigue now because they're going to be like, all right, what is she gonna pop up?
You never know. You never know. I can't tell. I never keep secrets, so I have to. It's a secret.
You can do this. I can't keep secrets either. That's why we have a Patreon group because then I can spill the secrets there and like get it off my chest, but it's still a secret for everybody else.
Exactly.
Okay, Michelle asked, where do the boxes ship from? You can say like,
Florida.
State. They ship from Florida. Okay, she'll be happy because she's a Florida girl too. I know people like to know that because they're like, okay, dude, is it going to be like fast when I get my box?
Yeah, we always ship out priority and always comes from Florida.
Okay, awesome. Good question, Michelle. All right, so what else do we have? Okay, besides the September box that ends, you said tonight?
Yeah, tonight at midnight.
Tonight. It ends at tonight. Do you have anything else like special that you're running or any products that you wanted to like really highlight and talk about?
So I know we have 1 year will be in October. That will be like our biggest box ever. And so we have that coming up. We also have let me grab it here. We also have a couple of these. Hold on, which way is my camera? Here we go.
Ooh.
We're also giving a couple of these away in our box. We have, we're also partnered with Baby Lock. And so we're giving away a couple of sergers. We have that coming up. And then in September, it'll be our holiday box. And
Wow.
So
that was a lot all in like one like mouthful just now.
Yeah, we had a premium box that we sold a couple months ago where we had irons. We also had a bunch of custom fabric from Blended Threads. And so that was a pretty good box that we had.
Awesome. So, Michelle said happy anniversary, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when you say the October box, so is that what will be for sale during the month of September?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so we always sell the previous, no, how am I saying it? We always ship 1 month. We always sell 1 month prior.
Okay. So it's the October box. It's sold in September.
Yep.
So you get it in October, but you have to buy it before October.
Yep. We always ship out October 1st to the 4th.
So if they want the really big special big box in October, then they got to buy in September. So y'all be looking out after tonight.
Yep.
Go start buying a Threadcrate box. At least get 1 month.
1 month. All you need. You'll be hooked.
Suzanne says, I need the October box, but she says, I think I need the September box. So that might be multiple. And it's nice because we have a lot of bag makers this year, but every bag maker, at least most of the bag makers I know, they're all started with clothing. And so I know a lot of them fluctuate and go back to it, but they always need that like that inspiration, something that like where they're not having to go pick the pattern. It's just like, here, I'm giving you the inspiration this month. Go do the project and go have fun with it. I think that's what's really neat about this whole Threadcrate box subscription that you do.
Yeah, it's really tough to purchase fabric online, especially so say you buy a pattern and it says medium weight. Well, what is medium weight? If you're sewing, a lot of people don't know what medium weight is. It's like, what's the kind of fabric? It just says medium. And so it's a little harder for beginners because they don't really know what, what's medium weight. So we kind of, and we also throw these swatch cards in there.
Oh, nice.
Box. So that way, if they have a fabric that they don't, they've never seen, or they want to buy more of it, they can just put it on the swatch card.
That's even better because I know a lot of people, especially when they're getting into learning knits, how many types of knits there are and what is 2-way versus 4-way stretch. And, it's a lot, especially if you're getting started. So that leads into a good question that Michelle had, which is how difficult is your October box for someone that's new to garment sewing? And she says she's only sewn the Jedi rope, which was not really, it was an advanced beginner class from last year. So
what we did different for September, okay, so we have some people that are kind of more advanced than others. And so for September, if you go on our patterns, it'll give you 2 patterns. So we have one that's like kind of not difficult, but you kind of need a little more help along the way. And then we have a joggers pattern. So that's kind of for people that we have actually 2 jogger patterns for September. And so you kind of get to pick and choose. It's like, do I want to struggle through the jacket, or do I just want to go with, the pattern with the joggers and kind of breeze through it? And we did that the same for kids and the same for men's. We kind of gave them 2 different types of patterns, 2 different levels. So
they can kind of choose based off of what they feel they're comfortable with, or maybe they're ready to take the next more advanced step.
Yes. Yeah. So, and with the patterns, we also have sew along videos. And so if you do, want to venture out there, go ahead. We have a Facebook group where we all kind of help each other out if anybody gets stuck. So.
And what is the Facebook group so they can go join it tonight after they're done watching this?
So caveat is you have to be a subscriber to join because we have a lot of member exclusive things in the group. So.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, we have a members portal as well. So when you do subscribe, you can join our portal, and that kind of houses everything that you need.
Okay, good to know. Okay, but they can at least like your page. You have a Facebook page.
Yep, it's called Threadcrate. Yep.
Okay, and then you guys have Instagram as well.
Yep, it's thread_crate.
Okay, so they can go and follow you in the different things, but once they buy their box, then they can join the exclusive Facebook group.
Yes.
Very cool. Okay, yeah, Michelle says yay videos. And and she's excited because she wants a serger too.
Yeah, we'll be giving away 2. A baby lock. I think it's the Acclaim or the Accolade. I can't remember which one, but it's one of the sergers that they have.
Awesome. And then is that going to be like you have to be a subscriber to be entered in that? Like how's that? Or you haven't revealed like the details on this yet?
Nope. So we're giving away 2. We're gonna give one away for just our general social media. You don't have to be subscribed, and then we'll give away one for our subscribers. So
okay. So bring in more people, but also like reward the people that are already hanging out with you.
Yes, definitely. Oh, drop my headphone. Yeah.
Okay, so fun question I like to ask. What is your favorite thing that you have sold or you currently sell?
Well, I love these irons. They just came out with a pink iron, and so I just bought that too. And I don't even know why I bought it because I already have a yellow one. But I think my most favorite thing or most useful thing. So I have 2 things, and these also came in a crate. So I don't know if anybody's seen these stasher stores.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be one of my favorite, and then this ironing mat. So it helps because I can keep my iron face down. So if I need to iron something real quick, I don't have to wait on it to heat up. And so I keep it face down on here and it stays hot while I'm sewing.
Oh, that's like the silicone mats, right?
Yeah. Yep. Silicone. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Nifty. Oh, that's cute. What's it say? So while the iron's hot?
Yep.
That's cute. So and then what kind of iron is that again? So they know, because I know not everybody knows about these irons, but they're popular. Like
very.
Once you get into them, I heard like you're stuck with them because they're that nifty.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really small. I have really small hands, and so it works out pretty good.
Yes. Okay. I apologize if I'm freezing at all. It's probably my lovely internet. Okay. Diane says she loves the mat.
Thank you.
Love it on that. Awesome. Okay. Well, was there anything else that you wanted to tell us about, talk about, or anything? Like any other fun stories?
So I got fabric delivered. What was it, last month? And so as it was coming off of the truck, I'm only 4'11", so I'm really short.
No way. We're gonna be best friends. I'm only 4'9 3/4.
Oh yeah, so you're my height, so then you understand. So
you're gonna join the short brigade. Welcome.
Exactly. When I get these fabric rolls, they're taller than me because they're like 60 inches or whatnot. And so as FedEx was bringing my fabric, they were pulling it off of the truck and they were on the lift with it, and it came in like this wire cage. And so I was like, hey, I think it's gonna fall. And he was like, no, I got it. I do this every day. And I was like, okay. As soon as he started, he pressed that button, all the fabric fell off of the truck.
Oh no.
And I was like, he was like, well, here, help me lift it. I'm like, I can't lift it. It's like 1,000 pounds of fabric. It's like 14 rolls. And I'm like, how are we going to get this fabric inside the building? He was like, we're just going to have to carry it by hand. I was like, I've never went out so much in my life than other than trying to get that fabric into the shop. So that was about a month ago. And so I told him, don't ever put my fabric in that cave. It's just gonna roll. It just rolled right off. I was just like, oh man, it's gonna be bad.
And picked them up one by one. That's insane.
Yeah, it was 14 rolls. And I don't know if you've ever seen a roll of fabric, but it's heavy. It's like 90 pounds each roll.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah. So to carry 90, and then if the cardboard in the middle is broken, then the roll,
it's like in half.
Yes.
And mine got delivered to my front gate. They didn't even bring it because I have a big yard, like a good half mile before you get to my front door because we're on property, and they just, because the gate's closed, they leave it by the gate. And so we got to go one by one. And then if I'm not home when it gets delivered and the boys have to bring it in, I get all sorts of you better buy us dinner. We deserve dessert, something, because we had to carry all those rolls in. I'm like, guys, it's not that bad. And they're like,
It's bad. It's bad, especially those bent ones. Those bent ones always get me because I'm struggling trying to drag it across the parking lot.
Yes. The joys of having giant rolls of fabric in your house or anywhere.
Yeah, we used to do it out of my house, and then it kind of like took over my living room and my dining room to where we like had to move the sofa out of the way and pile up the boxes. We have about 400 or so subscribers, and so it was just getting to be way too much. And so we moved to a building, and I'm in the building, and still like it's still kind of but we're making it work over there.
At least it's not invading your living room anymore. That's the upside, right?
Yeah. It was like a maze in here. It was terrible.
Yes. That's how my house looks right now. Like the dining room is in the front foyer area is completely unusable. And then I got the comment, I heard somebody come in the door and they go, "Is there another freaking box in this house?" And I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
It's all the welcome bag stuff for showing up. There's a lot.
It's like, bear with me. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh yes. Okay, well, good. Other people aren't seeing me freeze, but I keep freezing on my end. So Michelle said, "That's D is the hubby. You'll get to meet him, but D's job to do the heavy lifting and be our Uber driver." Yes, that is his job. That's his official So Magical title.
I should have. And then the people that like are in the building with me, they just stood out there and watched, and I was just like, terrible. Like, come on, guys, grab a roll.
We're building mates. You guys should be helping out.
Exactly.
Oh goodness. Well, this was so much fun. If anything else that you wanted to enlighten us about Threadcrate or anything else that you think of?
No, I think I just need to clean my room. I have so much stuff of Threadcrates. I used to not keep the stuff and I would just sell it all, but like I've started collecting all kind of stuff. And like I know this is one of the cute bags we had. We put this in the kids crate. And so the story behind this bag is every time my kids don't bother me unless I'm sewing. For some reason, it's like as soon as I jump on the sewing machine, they like come in here and hassle me. We're hungry. What are we doing today? And all the questions. When I'm not sewing, they don't bother me at all. So I got this bag. I thought this was cute because this is in the kids crate because, I say things sometimes that I don't mean while I'm unpicking fabric to my children. Yeah. Just leave me alone.
I think we can all relate to that.
Yes. So
that's cute.
Need to clean up in here. It's a bit messy.
Well, Michelle says your fabric shelves are goals, so we can't see the mess, and that's what matters.
The funny thing about it is I have, so let me show you guys. I have okay, so I have these medium because I'm giving away fabric, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 14 of these. And because it's too much, like it's too much behind me. And so even with packing up 14 boxes of fabric, I still have all this fabric behind me. And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, you could always bring it to D-Stash Bash and get rid of it there too.
What is that?
You don't know what D-Stash Bash is? Oh, good. It just leads me in. I can tell everybody that doesn't know about it. So D-Stash Bash is an exhibit that we host at So Magical every year. So everybody can de-stash their stuff. And, we all are tired of trying to like sell our fabric on the de-stash groups and then mail all the crap out. So for what we do is like, you just bring your crap to me. And we have a big old room where you de-stash your stuff and you get points. And then you can use your points to shop the D-Stash Bash. And so you can I've seen people leave with more than that they dropped off. It happens. And some of them de-stash so much stuff that they have to be careful not to shop their own stuff. But it's happened. It's happened. Somebody messaged me afterwards and said, "I think I came home with a roll of fabric I put in." I was like, I take no responsibility for that. That was on you. But yeah, so you can get points and you can go shop. So we have people de-stash fabric, patterns, zippers, thread, stamps, buttons. I mean, anything sewing and crafting related, paintbrushes, lots of yarn this year. We have sewing machines, lights, embroidery, because I don't know. We have like everything.
Wow.
And people just mail it to me. Yeah, people just mail it to me all year long when they don't want to keep it in their house. But a lot of them bring it, and then so yeah, I've got a trailer now, half filled with D-Stash Bash stuff that people just got rid of during the year, and I just mark their points, and then they can come and they can go shopping.
As I look up, I'm getting rid of all of this. Like, my goal is to only have, there's just 3 shelves stacked high full of fabric. And my goal was to only have 2. And so that all that up there has to go.
Well,
so
I mean, you're already going to be bringing inventory to So Magical. And just, throw some extra rolls in there and, go shopping.
So can I bring machines?
Yeah, you can bring machines. You can bring whatever your heart desires.
I have so many machines. Like, they have to go. Like, they just have to
bring them. And trust me, people, like, I had one machine that we brought in that all it needed was a servicing, and somebody got it for like 50 points. It was actually my old machine that I just wanted gone. It just needed a service and like a little repair, and they paid $100 to go get the service and repair, and it works like brand new. And they only used 50 D-Stash points, and so that was like nothing.
Yeah, I have a sewing machine and a serger and a brother embroidery. So yeah, it has to go. Like, I just can't.
I mean, bring it, and you never know what you might find in the D-Stash.
She says yes.
She does. I know some people that have a couple hundred at this point, and they're the ones that mail to me all year long.
Luckily, I don't stay too far from Orlando, so I'm gonna just toss it in my truck and just drive on down.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for my D-Stash. It's a lot. Don't judge me, guys. Don't judge.
Let's go. We don't judge at So Magical. There's no judging. There's only love, because we're all doing the same thing you are.
Listen, I'm bringing all the Threadcrate fabric that's still on the roll. I'm bringing everything. Like, I just want it all gone.
I have 2 like rolls of fabric that have at least 20 yards on them still.
Yep.
And people just brought them in. I'm like, are you sure you want to get rid of that much? And they're like, yeah, I don't want it. It's been sitting in my room for like 5 years. I'm like,
that's going to be me.
Yeah, that's okay. Bring it. Somebody will take it. Trust me.
Awesome.
Oh, well, I'm glad we talked about it, because I gave the spiel to everybody else.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tell my subscribers to send stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell them. Oh, we want them all to come, and then let them know that we got the $5 ticket. If people just want to come to shop, to just do the D-Stash Bash, it gets them into everything but a class.
I got it.
All right. Well, this was a great vendor spotlight. Thank you so much for coming on with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to see everybody at the expo. Make sure you stop by my booth.
Oh, they will, because I mean, they're all for this ribbon scavenger hunt, and they're excited.
Awesome.
Okay, well, we'll see you here real soon. It's like a month away.
Yep, I'm excited.
All right. Well, you have a great rest of your night and a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So Magical peoples, hang out. Don't leave me yet. Yes. Wasn't that awesome? She was so cool. And who doesn't love a good subscription box? Hey. Okay. So what else were we going to talk about tonight? Let's see. And of course, you guys can still comment and chat and all these things. New vendors. Okay, so the one vendor I announced obviously was Threadcrate, who I had to hurry up and like announce her before we had wine and chat this week, because she volunteered like right when she signed up. So I had to get her announced. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what her secrets are related to the So Magical Expo. But I'll let you guys know real quick here what the other vendor I just signed was. So we have somebody called Electric Flora Crafts who's going to be coming as a booth. And what I'm very excited about is they are a natural dyer. So they do they do yarn and fabric dyeing, and they're gonna the really cool part is their booth's gonna be interactive, where they're showing you how to do this, but they're gonna have kits that you can take home and do as well. And they're gonna do demos in the vendor hall, because we have the stage this year where there's gonna be like short demos between like 15 minutes to 45 minutes-ish. Little demos throughout the day. A lot of them will be done at least twice throughout the weekend. So you can, if you miss it because you're in a class or something, hopefully you can catch the next one if it's something you're really interested in. That schedule should be released here in the next week or two. I'm just wrangling the rest of the vendors on what topics they want to demo and talk about. But yeah, so she's going to even do a demo up on the stage about doing the natural dyeing and all the different things you can naturally dye with. It's really interesting. She even said insects. So I'm going to have to try to catch that one because, you know, my 7-year-old boy is going to want to figure out how to use insects to dye my fabric now. I don't know. Oh, yes. I apologize. Again, it's not freezing on y'all's side, but it's freezing on my side, it looks like. Okay, so yes, the stage schedule. Will the schedule be printed? Yes. So this year's program is going to be beefier than last year. It's going to be several pages, and it's going to have the top level schedule, which includes all the meetups and exchanges, which I did want to mention and bring up to you guys tonight. You've got the top level schedule, and it tells you when the vendor halls are open and when all our parties are and that fun stuff. Then there's going to be the class schedule, which will have what's going in all 4 classrooms. Well, technically 5 classrooms if you include the So Magical Lounge. And then it's also going to have the stage schedule. It's going to have all our vendors listed and where they're located. And it's going to have all our sponsors on it as well. And it's going to have a let's call it an instruction, a how-to on how to do the fun vendor scavenger hunt this year with the ribbons. And so it'll have that, and it'll have a little fun thing on there where you can like kind of check off as you get each vendor's ribbon. And that way you can kind of keep track of it, but you do have to show proof of all your ribbons, not just the sheet. So make sure that you're getting a program when you come to check in. We might put them in the bags, or we'll probably put them on the tables. I haven't decided yet, but make sure you grab one of those. Yes, everything will be printed, but I'm also going to have it listed on the website ahead of time as well, so you can see that. And then there's also going to be a QR code on the back of the badges this year that allow you to just scan the QR code, and it'll bring up all the schedules on our website, so you can have it virtually as well. And obviously, you're going to have your badge on you the whole weekend, so one of our awesome teachers gave me that idea, Terry Jo, shout out to Terry Jo, gave me that idea to have that as a very quick and easy way for you guys to get that information. So yes, that will be coming out. But I did want to mention her, and she's going to have a very fun booth. I met her sister at MegaCon, actually. Her sister had a booth that was really fun. And I'm kind of hoping her sister brings some of her products to SME in her booth. There was I don't know if any of you guys play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't, but I really want to now. But she had a booth where you could pick your soaps and their soap scents based off of your Dungeons and Dragons character. And there's like 3 things that you could do. So I don't play, but they helped me create my own character. And then I got the soap scents that matched it. And they're like little sample bars, but they all smelled so good. It was very difficult to pick which one I wanted. But they helped me pick my character, and I loved all my scents. But it was very interactive and fun, and I loved it. So kind of hoping like for all my nerdy geeky people, that fandom people that come, that they'll come as well and maybe talk about their soap making process. I don't know. I feel like that's a craft, like candle making, soap making, all that's crafty. Diane said, do we need to make a lanyard for a badge? No, everybody gets a lanyard and a badge with their welcome bag. If you are a VIP, an all-weekender, or a one-day class holder. If you're a no-class pass person, so if you got the $5 ticket in advance or you pay for your no-class pass at the door, you only get an armband. You don't get an actual badge. But anybody that gets a badge, so anybody that has a class-based ticket, all of y'all get the lanyard with your badge. Yes, you're welcome. Yes, and the badges, we're trying to make them a little bit niftier this year. I don't know. I don't feel like they were plain before, but then I go to all these other conventions and I see how cool and colorful they are. So we're trying to reinvent them a little bit. And also we want to make it easier so you guys can put your badges on all of them and make it like really long and fun. So yes, keep the questions coming. I'm loving it. New vendors. I only have one more vendor to announce. I'm waiting on like one last thing before I can announce them. Oh, but I did want to tell you, on top of Electric Flora Crafts, the sewing studio, who y'all know, they've been coming as a classroom vendor for 3 years now. And our very first year, they were in the vendor hall, but last year and this year, they weren't planning on it. They have now agreed and said that they are going to be in the vendor hall. They got a big old booth. They're bringing machines, they're bringing fabrics, they're bringing notions and cups and fun stuff. Anything so magic or anything sewing studio swag, they're going to be in the hall. So if you guys were interested in machines, a serger or an embroidery machine, a combo machine, a regular sewing, whatever, they also have scan and cuts, and you weren't able to get into their class to talk to the teachers about buying a machine, they will be in the vendor hall this year and you will be able to talk to them. Kelsey and her mom are going to be there. Pat and Kelsey are great. And so definitely go talk to them, ask them all the questions. If you're on the fence about, maybe what kind of machine you should get, or, you want to test drive one, they have machines, they'll let you play with it and see if it's like what you want to do. They'll show you. I know a lot of you guys have been talking about getting sergers. They have the air threading sergers that they bring. Definitely ask them to show you. They're very hands-on booth. So ask them all the questions. They're really great. And I think they might be doing a make and take in their booth, but I'd have to confirm that. They did the first year and that was a lot of fun. We had a little girl sit down and do it. Like she couldn't have been more than like 7 years old, and she sat down and did it, and it was a lot of fun. Okay. I'm just seeing like Michelle's comments all along here and it's cracking me up. Yes, sewing studio, take all my money. There's a lot of all caps in here. And then yes, we all love Pat and Kelsey. They're so sweet. And then Mark, Pat's husband, Kelsey's dad, is also really great too. If you ever get to meet and talk with him, he's one of the sweetest guys. He doesn't like make these to sell, but he gives these out to certain people. But he made me, he didn't make it specifically for me, but he gave this to me one day when I went to the sewing studio to go talk to him. And for you guys don't know, it's a turner, like you press corners out and stuff like that in bags or pillowcases, whatever you need. So it's this. Plus, on the other side, it has, I can't remember what they call this. But what you do is when you iron something and you need to press a seam real quick, but obviously it's kind of hot, you don't want to touch it with your hand, you can use this and you push it down. And this is coming so handy when I'm bag making and garment making too, when I have to press seams. But it's like got a really cool grip on it. And then what's really neat is he made this by hand. He did this all by hand. I don't know if he turned it. I don't think he turned it. I think he what do you call that? Wood carve? I should know this. But the reason why I picked this one, he showed me a couple and he showed me this. It's got a hole in it. This actually came from one of the cabinets from the original sewing studio store. When the cabinets kind of broke and they replaced them and they put up new cabinets, he kept the old ones that were broken and he repurposed some of them into making these. And I thought it was cool that I have a little piece of the sewing studio history in my house. So I do use this a lot, and I gotta give a shout out to Mark, who's like one of the nicest people. And if you ever want to trade in a sewing machine or anything like that, obviously go talk to Fran first. But Mark's actually the person you talk to about, what they can give you for your used machine and things like that. So really nice. Super, super fun family-owned business here in Central Florida. They're actually in Maitland, but to me, it's like Winter Park, but it's technically Maitland. Okay, I'll stop rambling. Okay, so Patreons. Here, let me take this one off. If you want to join our Patreon group, this is the link for it. I always like to throw something up. Last week I said our Patreon chat was going to be on the I'm looking at my calendar wrong. I think I said 14th. I don't know. It was on a Tuesday that I now realize I'm not in town. I just found out I'm going to be out of town for fun work. So the next chat is going to be on the 21st. I apologize for that. So I'm going to get that link posted up in the Patreon group for you guys. Every month we do a very fun live chat. It's not Zoom based anymore. It's actually this platform, but as you can see, I can pull people up. We can have a group of people on here and they can all talk with each other and interact. And it's not in this version where I kind of give you guys updates and stuff. Sometimes I give sneak peeks of products and stuff or things that are going in the welcome bag that I don't share with everybody else. But most of the time it's us just like chatting back and forth. And it's become a really cool group of people who some come to the expo, some can't make it. And they just kind of talk about all things like sewing and crafting, and sometimes not even that. But it's a lot of fun. Also, have to mention this. See, I keep looking at my calendar. This coming Tuesday is the last day that you can sign up to be in the $10 tier of our Patreon group. I'm going to make sure that you guys can hear me because I am stalling. Okay. On Tuesday is the last day that you can join our Patreon group in the $10 tier to get the early entry to D-Bash. As we just talked about, I mean, Cassandra was talking about bringing some extra machines. That means if she brings any, we're going to have at least 3 to 4 machines available, plus custom fabrics, vinyls. We have a lot already kind of established for D-Bash. So we have an extra early time slot for them to come in. But the key is you have to have joined by the end of August and stay at Patreon through the end of October for you to be able to participate on that. So if you want to join, now is the time and get that extra perk. So, okay, that was my spiel on that. I'll get off my little soapbox. All right, let me make sure I'm checking my... Yes, talk to Fran first. Fran Brown at the sewing studio. She's our machine girl. She definitely always helps us figure out what we're looking for. And she's our teacher for Sew Magical Expo. So, of course, you got to give her the love. And, yes, if you're at Sew Magical Expo and you have a machine question and you're in any of the sewing studio classrooms, so that's like the in the hoop classes, the clutch, the applique bag, scan and cuts, anything like that, talk to Fran while you're in there. She's the sweetest woman, and she definitely is. She's like their best machine salesperson ever. And and then yes, it's good. Patreon chat's gonna be right after our special bag stuffing weekend, so the chat's gonna have some real tea to spill. Let's see. How many D-Stash points do you get for scraps? It depends. I usually bundle scraps, so I'll. Depending on how big the scrap is, and I kind of tell my people who work it too, you know, I tell them what I look for, and then they kind of go with it. But usually it's like, I don't do off the actual measurements because that would take way too long, especially with how many scraps everybody brings us. So if it's a certain amount, I say, okay, this is like 1 point's worth of scrap fabric. Put that aside. And a good chunk of the scraps, like, if a scrap is under a fat quarter, which we have quite often, or it's like right around a fat quarter, I'll put it in the free bin. Yes, there is a free bin to D-Bash where anybody can go in there and take anything out of the free bins. And there's some big free bins, and there's a lot of customs. Like, I always keep all mine, and like, I mean, maybe not this example, but there are pieces that are usable for fussy cutting, especially if, it's scrump. But here, like, you could fussy cut any of these and put these on embroidery, little in the hoop embroidery designs, things like that. So there's definitely usable scraps in there that are customs that I know people snagged up. And there's also other things in the free pile. Sometimes there's, like, we had mask patterns, like fabric that was cut in mask shapes that people grabbed up and that we just threw in there too. Cardboard tubes I've offered, and like, we get them and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to bring these. And I'll ask the teachers at school, like, hey, do you guys want, I got all these cardboard tubes that are like really good. You can use them for like crafts for the elementary school kids, pre-K, whatever. And they're like, yeah, we don't need this. I'm like, okay, I had half of them go because people used them for organizing fabric. But yeah, there's really interesting stuff that end up in the free piles. So yes, people get points for scraps, but I don't always use them to get points from people, if that makes sense. Hey, look, she came back on. I'm going to load you up with all kind of stuff. All right, let's go. Yeah, so scraps. We take interfacings. I've got like rolls of interfacing from somebody that they realized they bought the wrong interfacing for the types of bags they were making. Lots of zipper this year, like zipper tapes. I have like 3 baggies of zipper pulls. They're like plain zipper pulls, but they're still good zipper pulls. They just didn't want these like plain ones. They wanted, everybody wants the custom ones nowadays, but I digress. So yes, keep the questions coming. Okay. Events tabs. If you guys signed up or were wanting to do any of the meetups or exchanges, please go onto the events tab. Make sure you click that you're not interested, but that you're going. I'm getting all the meetup and exchange leaders that are on top of it. They're all starting to work and make sure everything's in order. I know we have some people have like a couple of them under their belt. So like some of them are, what do they call it? I call it a white elephant. Somebody calls it dirty Santa. Like there's different names for it. But the rules are on each one. You can click to sign up. If you have a question, you can comment in that event. And then the leader is also a co-host on it besides myself. I don't run it myself. So like the zipper swap, that is Lillian, and she's got all the rules on there. And, you just go to time and place, follow the rules, and then, she'll kind of manage the event or host the event. Let me rephrase it. We've got the ornament exchange. We just had somebody else take that over. And we have the Okla Rudy's exchange. We have the quilt block party, which is doubling as the quilt block party is kind of all weekend. However, it's culminating. It's going to all really be like there's the big party is the Saturday night onesie party. I'm kind of hosting that one, but it's all sponsored by Zane's Creations. And there's like free fabric to make and patterns to make these quilt blocks. Really cool. But yeah, everybody's going to hang out on Saturday in onesies. So make sure you guys bring your onesies. You don't have to wear a onesie to join in, but it's just going to be more fun. And I'm culminating. See, it's been a long week, y'all. I can't talk smart anymore this week. Culminating. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. You can be my brain for the rest of the night. But it's the onesie party is going to be a blast, and we're looking at moving out of the So Magical Lounge into a different room just so we have more room, because I think there's going to be more people coming than what's currently marked on there. So that's why I'm asking everybody, go look at the events page. Because if you haven't signed up for an event, there might be one that you haven't noticed on there yet. Always click to see more, because there's, I think, close to 10 different meetups, exchange, swap, party situations going on. And then for those of you guys that don't know, the early check-in is on there as well. The early check-in is actually a like no host social. It's on Thursday night in Gaylord. So if you're staying in the hotel, like definitely come down, at least come say hi. And you can get your welcome bag and check-in and everything on Thursday night. Everybody kind of has like drinks or food and just chills out and talks. And it's like a very unstressful check-in for everybody. You can go sit down and I'll literally walk your bag over to you, because we have a reserved area in the back of Wreckers, which is the sports bar and grill inside of Gaylord. And it's right next to where our classrooms and our vendor hall is. So definitely check that out. Ooh, Cassandra wrote a comment. And if my computer, she has 3 boxes of faux leather and cork. Oh, you're going to be everybody's best friend. Because like I said, we've got some bag makers this year, and then it's going to be fun. All right. Nancy, if you were trying to comment on something, I couldn't see it. Hello, my child.
I thought you would be done by now.
I'm not done by now. I'll come out in a little bit.
Oh, and also, Mom, can I tell you something?
In a minute. No, not right now. In a little bit. Go. No, you got to go out and shut the door. I'm almost done. I promise.
First, my whole deck is very heavy.
Yeah,
and
can you
also-
say hi? They're all saying hi to you.
Hi. And also,
Okay.
if I bring my whole deck to school, I can't even fit in my.
You're not bringing your whole deck to school.
Yeah, I would.
Oh.
I wouldn't be able to fit anyway.
Love you. Bye.
I don't know.
No matter how many times shut the door. Shut the door. No matter how many times I tell this kid, I will come out and find you when I'm done. He still doesn't listen. Okay, sorry about that. I swear it happens every Patreon and everyone in chat. So yeah, sorry about that. Ooh, Cassandra dropped that off early so Patreons can get it. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be in the area Thursday night, you could drop off at early check-in, you can drop off D-Stash stuff too. I won't tally up your points then and there, but the points will be ready and in the system in the D-Stash bash room by the time we start everything. Oh, everybody said, hey, Luke. He always makes an appearance and he will be there. So if anybody's bringing their kid that's kind of worried about it, Luke will hang out with them. Although, and I think we told Luke that he could bring his dinosaur costume for Saturday to not necessarily participate in the fashion show because obviously he didn't make it, nor did I. But he wants to walk around and give out his dinosaur ribbons that he's gonna have to everybody in his dinosaur in costume. So he's all excited. Oh my gosh! I told my mom about the dino class with him. Yes, the dinosaur craft class. If you're not going to join that class, you have to join just to hang out with Luke and Michelle's mom and listen about making dinosaur crafts. It's going to be a hoot. Ooh, Cassandra says she's coming Thursday night. Woo woo. Yes, definitely. And then bring that D-Stash stuff, girl. I mean, you got to be there Thursday since, you're setting up in the vendor hall, but, that'll be easy. Let's see. I'm leaving my kids behind. That sounds so bad. No, Luke only came for like half a day last year and then he left. But this year he was actually upset with me afterwards that he didn't stay for the whole expo, which was a little weird. So I said, okay, well, I guess you're going to be with us the whole weekend. No complaints. Okay. So yes, so definitely check out the events tab and make sure you're looking at those and kind of like getting on those like sooner rather than later. Hello, welcome all my YouTubers joining us tonight. I'm glad you found us. Okay, speaking of YouTube, I've been we filmed like we do, or this is actually the second year, but we do like a mini commercial situation on every year for the past 2 years. I keep repeating myself now. And it's like informational stuff, like what is so magical, what makes us unique, what's different this year, things like that. Obviously, the past 2 years have included like COVID type updates. And oh, Suzanne's watching us. I didn't even see you say hello this morning, or this one in chat. My bad. And yes, welcome as well. We're glad you found us. And so on YouTube, we've been uploading the mini videos. So they're all going to culminate. There you go. I can say this. Into one big video, but I know not everybody wants to sit there and watch like an 8-minute long video. So we broke it into chunks. So every day I'm trying to release a new one. Obviously I missed a day already, but we've already released What is So Magical Expo. So any of my new folks out there, they can go look and see a very like under 1 minute video of what So Magical Expo is, like in a nutshell. And then we just posted today what is unique, what makes So Magical unique. And then coming up is going to be what's new for this year compared to the past couple of years. We have Gaylord, information about Gaylord, the amenities, kind of like videos showing that. This year we filmed a walkthrough. We snuck in a droid to Gaylord and we did a video of when you walk from the front door of Gaylord, like the very front, like where valet parking is. Not necessarily your hotel room is going to be, but hopefully it helps you orient yourself. How to walk to our classrooms and then like the vendor hall. So, and it ends at one of the vendor halls. So We try to make it a little friendly this year. But the best one, the Patreon group already got to see this. We made a blooper video because I get very flustered when I'm doing videos that are where I have to memorize what I'm saying and then say it. And I get very hot. Like right now I'm sweating. I should have taken off my hoodie before this, but I wanted to show you guys the hoodie. See this? It's a So Magical hoodie. They came out so cool. I'm gonna deviate from our conversation for a minute, but look at this. We went front and back seats this year. Can you see it okay? But yes. And so the hoodies won't be for sale at the expo, but they're available online right now. And so I got I think this is the maroon color. I think it's maroon. And then D got like the dark gray one. And then I think I might get one more because they're actually super comfy. Anyway, so yes, the blooper reel is going to go up to the public eventually. And it's entertaining. I was laughing at myself the whole time. And so definitely keep an eye on that. But so you guys know, whenever we do these wine and chats, we do them on all 3 platforms. Well, not all our platforms, all 3 platforms that we can. We don't stream on Instagram, although I'm going to figure out how to set up a camera here and maybe try to do that one time too. But we do on our Facebook page, our Facebook group, and our YouTube. So welcome to our YouTube fam that's here tonight. I know some people watch on YouTube because they can stream it onto their TV or watch it on their TV, and it makes us nice and big. I hope my shiny forehead isn't distracting you tonight, Suzanne. And Mr. Flim Pam 59. Is it Flim Pam? I apologize for butchering your username, but welcome. Yes, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad that our algorithm is working a little bit. That makes me happy. So yeah, and we're almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube, which I think is a feat in and of itself. I would love to get to 1,000. And all the wine and chats get recorded, and they go up live later onto the YouTube channel, our Facebook group, and Facebook Live. But obviously, they're really easy to search for if you go onto our YouTube channel versus our Facebook group. Just because in the Facebook group, they get lost with all our other posts and stuff. So if you ever want to rewatch a live, we keep all the vendor spotlight names on there, and then we keep the episode name. And so you should be able to go search for all those. So yes, I wanted to let you guys know, we do have a YouTube channel, and it was very coincidental that you guys were popping in from YouTube land tonight. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate you guys using us on all the platforms and subscribing. Okay, so now it's y'all's turn. What is everybody working on tonight? I would love to hear. And I wish I could see what you guys are working on. Maybe one day I'll be able to just invite you guys in, and you can just show what you're working on. Maybe that's a future wine and chat growth. While you guys are commenting and telling me what you're currently working on, I do want to say future wine and chat plans are to continue having some sort of interview base on here. We might have a little stagnant area after the expo as I'm planning with new teachers and new vendors, but I do want to have teacher spotlights as well. And I do want to bring on, as we're announcing classes before you are able to sign up for them, I always release what classes are going to be available. And I would really like for the teachers to come on and talk about their class and what it entails and things like that. And I'm hoping for some really fun teachers next year. We're going to get a couple new ones, and I'm just stoked. So we are going to do teacher spotlights in the future as well. Okay, so that was my little fun thing I wanted to tell you guys about tonight too. Okay, so let's see. Heidi says she's working on the Guardian backpack from Lynn's Handmade. I'm excited to see that. I just saw Terry Jo posted some, and I'm stoked. So yeah, that looks like a really fun pattern. I can't wait to see how yours turns out. Post it on the group page when you're done. Michelle has a list of stuff on here. What aren't you working on? Okay, listen, watch this. She's working on scrub caps. The Dana, also from Lynn's Handmade. The Piper, also from Lynn's Handmade. Lynn's Handmade is very popular, by the way. Oh, I got to tell you guys something else about Lynn's Handmade here in a minute. H2O to go. Also Lynn's Handmade. Okay, are you just I think you're a little obsessed. I'm just kidding. She's also working on curtains for her mom's classroom, aprons for her mom's classroom. Is that it? That's all you're working on? And then, oh wait, people moved. Pattern testing a trifold wallet pattern. Ooh, fancy. Who is this? I want to know who's pattern testing right now. Oh. See, if I go on the Facebook, I bet you I can see it. For some reason, I can't always see everybody's. You have to give them permission sometimes. I don't want to have to hear my voice. Okay, so whoever this is, I want to know who you are. And I always love hearing when people in our group are pattern testing. I think it's the coolest thing. I've pattern tested in the past, and I know it's hard work for not too much reward. So kudos to you. Oh, yes, and Michelle did apply for being a teacher for next year. Maybe her app will get approved. I don't know. I think you need to suck up a little bit more to the person that does the approvals. I'm just kidding. Nancy says, I'm working on a costume for Holiday Matsuri. What is Holiday Matsuri? That sounds very interesting. Oh, it's Nikita from Made by Nikita, one of our other vendors. She's working on a pattern test. Very cool. She makes these really cute bags, y'all. Go check her out. I have announced her in the past. And then Suzanne is going to Dragon Con, working on all her Toy Story costumes. If you don't follow them, go follow her and Chuck Owen, who's also going to be at So Magical for the second year in a row. And they go and they do a lot of cosplays. And Suzanne does the coolest cosplays I've ever seen, in my opinion. And go follow their Facebook group. It's Sundari, Sundari, Sundari Cosplay. They're based not in Florida. But they do have a group where you can go and join them in person, but you can join their Facebook group, and they have really neat projects that they're working on, and they're all super helpful, and they'll give you tips and tricks and stuff. So definitely go check them out if you're interested in cosplay stuff. We do have some more cosplay-based things that are coming our way. We do have more cosplay-based teachers coming and things like that. So we're definitely expanding our genres to a larger set of sewing and crafting genres, right? So we're making sure that all you guys who is telling me I've already done all of it, I'm looking. I'm going to find things that you haven't done before or you haven't learned how to do yet, and I'm going to find it. I'm going to bring it. We're good. Challenge was accepted last year. Let's see. Nancy, she says, where did it go? The Holiday Matsuri is an anime convention in December. Very cool. I always love hearing about these other events that just kind of like sneak under my radar. I've recently learned about a lot more conventions that are like fandom based. I've learned about AwesomeCon and some other really neat ones. And I think it's always just really neat. There's another one I just heard about. It's called VilliCon, VILLI Con. All one word. Definitely check that out because we just agreed to have a So Magical Expo booth there. And we're going to be doing a presentation on what So Magical is and getting into sewing and crafting for your cosplays. So we're hoping to get more cosplay type people that already are into things like that, who want to be able to kind of do it themselves. But part of the agreement to going to VilliCon, which I think is really neat, is they have a cosplay competition. And I have to have a team of 3 people. And what they do is you get 1 hour and they give you the materials and you have to make a cosplay. And I think they try to be a different type of fandom convention that is not so much about like going to panels and things like that, but more about interaction and things. They have belly dancers coming and a lot of live events like in the middle, and their theme is I'm going to butcher this. It's either like dark versus light or something like that. And so you pick kind of what side you're going to be on. So I'm interested to see what side I'm going to be on. I don't know yet. And yeah, so we just agreed to sign up. It's going to be in January. I will get you. Really, Nancy? I didn't know that Nancy went. That's very cool. I'm gonna look it up for y'all real quick. And then I literally just signed up for us this morning, and we had been talking for a few days. Well, we started. It's Dreams versus Nightmares. I apologize, and it's in Orlando, and oh look, Nancy's going. Hey Nancy, you want to be on my team? That's too funny. Yeah, I heard it's like a newer one, but they already had like a great amount of attendance. There you go. Great attendance this year. So it's going to be January 21st through the 23rd. It is at, what is it at? The Hilton? It's near work. It has the address. Hold on. I will tell you. You can buy the tickets on Eventbrite. I'm sorry. I'm going to share the event in the page. Oh, Nancy's a judge. Ooh, maybe I'll get some brownie points because Nancy's a judge. Okay, no, I want you to be fair because I've never done anything like this. But I'm excited. I'll be going this year. Apparently, Nancy, who was one of our teachers in previous years, and she's going to be here this year. We're all going to be there. So definitely come out. It's in January. I'm going to post the event in the group so you guys can come and hang out with us and come support. So yeah, we're trying to build more collaborations with other events where we grow together is what they've been saying. And what I really like the philosophy is we don't cross each other's lanes. We help each other grow, and we give people something different to see at every event. So if you can't make one of our events, maybe you can make one of their events. And it's just like this really fun community. And so obviously we're not a fandom convention, we're a sewing and crafting convention, but we definitely want to see people in all these areas doing what we hope that we're inspiring people to do at So Magical, which is learning how to try something new, expanding your skills, maybe starting a business, maybe just like having fun at something you already do, and just meeting people who like doing what you do. You know what I mean? So things like that. So we're trying to build that collaboration with other small cons like VillaCon. And then there was another one I want to tell you guys about that I've recently just discovered, and I've been talking to the owner of. It's called Sewicide. It's so like SEW, like us, right? O apostrophe side, SIDE, like Oceanside, but shortened. So Sewicide is based out in California. So all my Cali people who say they wish they could come out to So Magical, but it's a little bit of a trek. They're not an expo, but they do retreats. And we're looking at figuring out a way to collab with them. And they might be coming out and hanging out with us for this year's event. And I'm going to try to make their next retreat, which is next year. They haven't nailed down the dates yet. And I'm sworn to secrecy until she announces it anyway. And so they do little retreats. And where I was talking about Lynn's Handmade earlier, this year, their event is in Labor Day weekend, I believe. It's coming up here in September. So those who aren't already going to Dragon Con, they have a retreat out in California at a tiki hotel, and they're going to be teaching the Lynn's Handmade H2O to go. So, it's one of our favorite patterns around here. And so they are going to be teaching a class on that, which I think is so neat. And she's such a sweet woman. And when you buy into it, you get your room, you get a certain amount of food, and it's adult only. So it's more of a relaxing adult fun weekend where you can just sew and hang out. There's free sewing time. So it's obviously it's not what we do. And I would love to be able to do retreats, and she would love to be able to do expos. So, we're working on something fun to collab on here in the future. And I just wanted to share that for you guys you all who can't make it out this year, or, maybe you're on the other side of the country and don't really want to leave California. So yes, I want to throw that out there. And then when I found out the dates for their next retreat, if you can't make the one in September, and I'm going to try to make their next one. I will release those as well. So I did want to give a shout out to them. Yes, a retreat sounds fun. The internet around here, I'm telling you. Oh my God, that retreat sounds amazing. Yes, I love the tiki theme too. Just check them out on Instagram, and they also have a Facebook page. They also, Girls Weekend. They also do classes. They have classes, 2 brick and mortars. One's based out in San Diego. One's in Oceanside, California. So, and they do one-on-one lessons. They did group-based. They do a lot of different things. So, and they do summer camps. So they do both kid and adult. Very interesting, very fun company. And the owner, she's a hoot. I love her. So I'm hoping y'all get to meet her too here in the future. So maybe we'll have like random spotlight night where we're just randomly talking to different event owners who, might meet y'all's fancy as well. I don't think I had anything else really to talk about. Don't forget, if you need a machine rental, we have machines you can rent out. Go on the website and check out under the application section. If you want to be a sponsor, welcome bags. It's a little late for that unless you can get me something by like tomorrow, this weekend kind of thing. But we do have other sponsorship opportunities available. Just message me and I can let you know what they are. That are things that you can bring to the expo or buy into prior to the expo. So definitely, if you want your company name out there to all our attendees, definitely reach out to me. And again, class kits, don't forget to get those. Oh, I just want to show you guys one more thing that I've been working on. These are going to be available at the swag table. I just went and got a ton more because I showed my gal friends and they were like, yeah, you need to sell them. So we have, and I swear this is really bad timing with another company who seems to always come out with an idea I have like at the same time. But we have the magnet trays. Ooh, can you see our name? There you go. If I put it right there. We have our name on them. So Magical Expo. I didn't want it to be like the highlight, but something on there. But they're magnet trays. Here, I have these little clips. They're rainbow clips. So if you want something longer than the little tiny ones you get on Amazon, these come from Mormino, who's one of our vendors. Whoop. They're like super strong. Very nice. I think it holds up to like 4 pounds or something like that worth of something. I don't even know what that means. Holds 4 pounds of magnet stuff. But yes, so we're going to have these. I got these cute little boxes together that each one goes in. That say it's a magnet tray. Some people who won the 2K giveaway already got some. So they got to get the first trial run of me making these. So the 2K giveaway got these in their swag packs along with some pins and stickers and maybe some vinyl. But yes, we're going to have a ton more of these available at our swag table at the expo. So if you need a little pin tray, we're going to have those as well. And let me see. I got some comments. Let me make sure I'm answering those. And then we're in busy prep mode around here. Yes, I need a pre-order. Okay. Well, maybe I'll put some on the website for you guys. And if you guys want them on the website, I know I'm slacking on getting pins and magnets on there, but I just want to make sure we have enough stock in hand for when we get to the expo. So I'm actually delaying putting stuff on the website to make sure we're good to go. Rubber duckies have also ceased. They've also ceased to be sent out because we need some for the expo. And we're on hold from our supplier because apparently there's like a ducky shortage. Who would ever thought there'd be a rubber ducky shortage? So we're waiting on extra rubber duckies to come in for the expo as well. But the swag, we'll see what I can work on for maybe get some extras out there. It's okay. It's okay. Just put my name on one of the trays. Okay, I'll make sure we reserve one for you, Michelle. How about that? All right. if nobody else has any more questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, I'm going to jump off for the night. We went over an hour again. We're back to our hour and a half count, it looks like. So we are going to have another vendor spotlight planned for next Friday. Yes, next Friday. There you go. I believe we're going to have Dragon Girl Design Co. come on, and it will be her, and they're sharing a booth. It'll be Maui Digital Art, and they're sharing a booth. Very cool combo, and they're going to talk a little bit about what they're going to bring and what they're going to do at the expo. That's very unique, and that'll be next Friday. So I'll get that posted here shortly once we nail down our time. And again, if you guys ever have any comments, questions, concerns, yes, yay, Friday wine and chats. I know I do like Saturdays sometimes, but yeah, Fridays kind of work out better most of the time. And I get more of you guys on here. And so, yes, you guys can always message me. I usually try to get back within that day. No, Michelle, Maui himself is not going to make an appearance. Oh, wait, no, Maui the dog. Yes, Maui the dog is going to be there. So their dog is, it's Dan's service dog is named Maui. He will be there. Yes, he will be under the table with Dan during the expo. We do have service dogs who come. We have a teacher and we have a vendor who have service dogs separately. And yes, so Maui the dog will be there, but Maui from Moana won't be there. I wish. Yes, Maui the dog will be there. We're very excited to have him join us this year. Okay, so yes, if you guys need anything, always message me, contact me, reach out. I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours, regardless of the day. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you guys back here really soon. Bye, y'all.